What's good, guys? Welcome to Shadow Talk number 6, I think. Man, 6. Or 7 because last week I did a recap post of June 12th. If you guys missed that, you guys go check that out. The full video will not be on YouTube, actually, but you can find it on Michael Wallace's Facebook Live, Facebook page. It'll be there, the full video. Everything that transpired, it was amazing. Something to remember forever, I would say, but welcome to Shadow Talk number 6. My name is Emmanuel Wallace. If you do not know me, I'm 18 from Wisconsin. I went to high school, graduated early. If you do know me, so I'm still alive. And let's hop right into it. Alright, so today's topic is it is time to step out. Now I'm going to try to keep it short, a little less than maybe 5-6 minutes. So please tune in and stick around for a little bit, because I'm going to be talking about the comfort zone, mainly the comfort zone, and just getting out of where you used to be and where you're used to being. So I'm going to start like this. For me personally, ever since February, I've been a different person. My dreams have changed, my goals have changed. The way I operate have entirely changed. Like back then, you wouldn't even expect me to be on this camera right now talking to you guys. I would have never done this. I normally don't talk in front of cameras. I normally didn't talk at all, not even at school. So this is a huge step outside of my comfort zone that started back in April, I believe. Maybe May, when I first did the Shadow Talks. That right there was the first big step for me outside of my comfort zone. I was used to being in a shell of silence, for me at least. I never talked about what was actually on my mind. I normally just talked about what just came out of my mouth right away. Most of them were combative, most of them were jokes. And that's why a lot of people talk to me, because I wouldn't really tell you what I was thinking unless you asked. So if you didn't ask, you would not get the answer. But now, I'm more willing to tell you what I'm thinking and also give input to certain things that you're going through. Like, I normally didn't offer up help unless you asked. Now I extend my hand to help other people. And that's just me personally. I write. A lot of people didn't know I wrote. And now it's out there. I write poems, I write books. Words are just my thing. I just like words. And a year ago, I would have never released a book. Or 2 books at that. I would have left it where it was and stayed where I was. Isolated, comfortable, chill, and hidden. But God had different plans for me. I have to expose myself in order to really grow into who I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm not supposed to stay in the shadows. And a lot of you guys aren't either, but a lot of you guys are hiding who you really are. Because we're all stuck in that cocoon of who we think we're supposed to be according to the people around us. And that was me. I thought I had to be that one token black dude everybody had. You can make jokes. I'm not going to say nothing back to you. I might joke with you, actually. I was that one black kid. That's what I thought. Or the hooper that everybody knew because he was the only black hooper on the team and the one that could actually hoop. Besides a couple other people, some could hoop, some couldn't. But there was another thing. I was known as a hooper, black kid, quiet kid, smart kid. Now I'm just Emmanuel Wallace. I don't care about the titles, because that's not who I am. I am who I am. Those are just roles I used to play. I know who I am. I know who I have to be. I know who I want to be. But I feel like a lot of people these days don't know that because they're comfortable with, let's just say, the high school mindset. Where if I was this in high school, I had to be this the rest of my life. If I was an athlete in high school, that's all people remember you as. I mean, you could be as intelligent as all outdoors, but the only time people talk to you is when it regards sports. How does that make you feel? But then you don't have an inclination to share what's actually on your mind because you're in a cocoon. You're in your comfort zone. You're comfortable talking about sports. You're comfortable leaving out the intellectual side of yourself. Some people call themselves dumb to hide the fact that they are actually intelligent. And I used to do it all the time. I called myself an idiot when ultimately I knew more than half the people in the class. I just never had the gall or the intention to share it. I always felt that somebody in the room was better than me, so I didn't have to share because somebody else had the same answer I was thinking. So why? Why did I need to share? Cocoon. That's where I was. I was trapped in myself. Though you realize that things aren't always going to be for you, that things aren't always meant to be held inside, because somebody might need your help, they might need your input, they might need your word. You have to be there to offer it. But if you're so comfortable where you are being silent, the same, you get stuck. And that person you get to help gets stuck too, because they're looking to you for advice, but you're so comfortable talking about this, that, and the other that you forget that there's still life to live, still life to talk about. Like, let me ask you this. When's the last time you had a real conversation about what you wanted to do with your life? When's the last time you had a conversation that regarded what you believe in? Or why you believed in it? When's the last time you reached out to somebody that you knew wasn't doing well and offered advice? Whether or not they took it or just threw it in the trash. I know a lot of us feel like people won't listen to us. Like people don't care about what we have to say. Like our word is meaningless. So we wrap ourselves in a cocoon. And we get comfortable there. So mainly I'm talking about the comfort zone of silence. Because I feel like a lot of us have a lot of things to say, but we either don't know how to say it or don't want to say it because we think it'll hurt somebody. Well, pain only lasts a second, doesn't it? If it hurts them, then you should explain what you meant or intended. And some of us are too afraid to explain what we think. We say what we think, but we can't explain it, so we aren't really helping anybody, so we leave them in the dark. And we leave ourselves in an even darker place because we feel like they aren't taking that information and growing, well, because they have no input on why it's supposed to help them grow. And if we get comfortable sitting there and accepting the fact that nobody's listening to me, then we've already given up on ourselves. That's why it's time to step out. Because I know somebody watching this right now has something to say. Something to say to somebody. If you need to be forgiven, ask for forgiveness. If you need to forgive, just forgive. You can't wait for permission to be you. You can't wait for permission to let go. Forget about the titles and just be you. It's time to start stepping out of these cocoons of who everybody else says we are and look in the mirror and decide who we're going to be. Is it hard? Yeah. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yeah. Because the minute you find out who you are and realize who you are, everything makes sense. Even if it doesn't make sense at first, it just falls into place because you know, A, your reason, B, who you are, C, how you can grow, and D, who you can help. But if we stay stuck in a high school mindset, we aren't going to get anywhere. If you're stuck in a loop of partying, you better get out of that. Because what are you getting out of a party? It's not fun, man. You're just killing yourself. Drugs, alcohol, those things, what do they actually get you? If you need help, step out and ask for help. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. But sometimes you have to get over yourself and decide that even if they don't listen, I got this off my chest. Even if they don't listen, I put my input in there. Even if I'm not right, at least I have a chance at guidance towards the right answer. Sometimes you have to take the boring route in order to find who we really are. In order to truly advance in life. Some of us want to be millionaires, some of us want to be rich, famous, but we aren't doing the work early. Rich and famous people have to deal with a lot. A lot. And even they are trapped in cocoons of comfortability. But I say all this to say that you don't have to be trapped any longer. You don't have to be stagnant any longer. You don't have to stand in the same spot wondering when you'll be heard, when you can move, when somebody will listen. Because all you have to do really is take that chance on yourself. Because you are the one person that could change your whole life. And God, He's the help that you need. At least that I needed. I'm not going to say you needed it, but even so, we all need help at the end of the day. So if we can't step out, we might not get it. If you want to move forward, you're going to be uncomfortable. If you want to grow, you better start breaking that shell. I'm telling you right now, from personal experience and spiritual experience, being uncomfortable eventually teaches you that it's exciting to not know what's next. Don't always worry about what's next. Take it step by step, moment upon moment. Because the more you chip at that shell, the more you realize that there's so much more to who you are. Or who you thought you were. You're not alone. You don't have to be silent anymore. It's time to step out. Thank you. And sorry about the really monotone, kind of downbeat topic, but it had to be said because a lot of us are trapped in ourselves right now, and I've noticed that some of us have a hard time expressing how we feel and really finding ourselves in this day and age because everything is predicated around how we look to the people, how we act to the people, so we don't really act who or be who we are. Some of us have a hard time showing ourselves because society, really. But I'm just trying to tell you, it's okay to just step out and be you. Nobody's going to judge you. You just have to let yourself go. If you want more of these, I got you. Just check out the channel. We also have our books coming. We are almost sold out, so I will have to restock, and we have a website coming up starting next month. So stay tuned for that on my story. And it was a pleasure talking to you guys. Peace out.